Well, my name is Laird, and I've been kind of on the water all my life. I used to when I first started off, I started off working for my dad at a crab house, and I got my first boat when I was 13, and I won a crab, and I ain't saying those the best in the world, but that's how you learn. So I wound up pretty good after a while, and I've done that for, I guess, 30 years, 40. I went on skipjack for a couple years, which I wasn't crazy about it, but that was a job for me. I didn't have much to do right then, so. And right after that, I bought my own oyster boat, and I oystered for, what, how many years?
Till 86.
Till 86, 1986. And I've done pretty good at it, and they were cheap. I mean, just like Robert Hess said, they were awful cheap. And there was nothing like the market now, and the market now is like $40 or so a bushel. When we done it, they're about 5 to 6, sometimes cheaper. And one time I was crabbing. I was crabbing across the Seine, and I wasn't very old. And I don't think I ain't got married yet. And I hit a place that I was doing pretty good, and the crabs over on the side where we lived at, there weren't too many. So I was catching like 1,500 a day over by myself. And the market for that weight was like 12 cents, and I went. I got tanking up coming home. My boat. I said, "Yeah, I'm doing pretty good this week." When I got home, I found out the market was 3 cents. It picked up over there, and that messed everything up. So I said. So I've done it for a lot of years, and I used to love to do it, and I done it till 86, and he started just ahead of me, because I kept on crabbing, because I was doing good, and the last week I crabbed, I made $2,300. That was back then. That was good money, and that was the crabs was a lot cheaper than they are now, a whole lot cheaper. I've enjoyed doing what I've been doing, carrying freight and passengers and freight. It was just different, it's something that we really had to catch on to, and it was pretty good.
A lot of the island depends on both of you.
Oh yeah, they do. They depend on us all. I mean, for doing what we're doing, because without this transportation, it wouldn't be that good, over there. I mean, they got to come off to doctors. They have to depend on us for groceries, for medicines, for a lot of things. They depend on us for a lot. And it's good that people depend on us. So,
yeah, it's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah.
Any stories you can tell about your brother?
I might hear some stories, but I can't think one right offhand. I remember one time though. He had just got married when you were down home in the Well, my dad was running the crab house. Well, he didn't agree with some stuff we'd done, a lot of stuff, and so it was on Saturday evening. So I was walking up the road, and he'd come down from he just got married. And he just come down from Yule, and he had in his boat, and he had beer and stuff on the boat, and so he wound up there, and my other brother, my younger brother, he was there, didn't he? He was there, and some more, and a lot of it was family. So they were raising Tom. Didn't know my dad was cross on the other side in the crab house. And he paddled on across. Nobody noticed him coming. And I was getting ready to walk down. I said, I seen him. I said, I'm not going down there. So I got out of that one. I said, and when he got there, he come down on the engine box with his paddle. scared them off.
There were no crowds.
I know one thing. I seen some scampering going on. I mean, they were going up, down the top. So I was a pretty good one, but I got out of it. I would have been there in 5 more minutes. I'd have been right there.
These guys work in the hot summer heat. They don't have air conditioning on their boat, and in the wintertime, moisturing is cold. That's the 2 bad elements of being a waterman is you're working out in the heat and the cold. But also it's the safety factor. You're out on the water, you're not on land. Things can happen, accidents can happen. Plus the flies and mosquitoes, they get stung with sea nettles. It's really a rough job, especially when you're doing it for 40 or 50 years like these watermen have to do.